Salam, guys. Salam. Let's press in 3. Let's get it. Oh, are you taking a rest, Emma? Yeah, I did take a short walk around, but everything that's sort of so imposed to me feel a little faint. I feel you there. Look at him. That's hard to believe. It's the same person who almost single-handedly guided us through the castle. Oh, never mind. There's something that's been bugging me ever since we ride on Legram. I feel like out of a corner I catch a scent of a black shadow following us. But ever since we got to Thors, I haven't seen it. Really? Maybe you're possessed by something. Possessed? Yikes, that sounds like an unsettling thought. It is, isn't it? Well, I'm glad I told her to go back when we reached Keldic. First off that, I could see myself on his life, but I didn't bring her along. What is it? Yeah, no. Oh yeah, Toval gave me a call about what happened in Lergram. You had a mechanical monster show up at the city limits. Yeah, Toval looked pretty concerned when we first mentioned to him too. Do you know anything about them? Well, I'm no stranger to the group that makes them, but they go by the name Ouroboros. They're a secret society of sorts that acts in the shadows all across the continent. Secret society. We don't know how many members there are, but what they're capable of, honestly. Honestly, we don't know much about them all. What we do know is that they have access to technology more advanced and the most cutting-edge research institutes, and that they have been behind several crashes. They have threatened to shake the foundation of the entire nation-state, and these people are who made those monsters. If I hadn't seen it with my own eyes, I find it hard to swallow, but there's no denying what we saw out there. Well, you don't need to come to grips with it just yet. We call them mechanical monsters, like the guys you fought archaisms, and lately it seems like an awful lot of them made their way out onto the black market. But there's been one thing after another these days over Empire and beyond. Well, that's heavy. That means there's a chance they might be plotting something in here and there, Brian. Just in your opinion, I mean. Well, that's the tricky thing about them. It doesn't actually mean that at all. There have been cases where we know they put arcades out into the wild purely to test their abilities, for example. Still, it's something to keep in the back of your mind at least. Right, I'll be sure to let the others know. What do you mean? No, just stopping myself. Understood. Imperial Chronicle, first feature, what's the Mirror Create Conference? The What's the Mirror Create Conference has finally commenced. As the first international conference of its kind, it has naturally become the subject of much attention and discussion with its essential announcements. We will be bringing you to the latest news from the Crossbelt State itself, where the representatives of various nations attending continue to arrive. The 4 days representatives, each of the attendees is of the highest standing in their respective countries. Representing our nation of Erebona will be Prince Oliver. On behalf of His Majesty the Emperor, the Chancellor and Chancellor Auburn, the delegate from the Calvary Republic, will be head of the state. President Rocksmith and the Principality of Remphiria to the north will be represented by Prince Albert. And lastly, Crown Princess Claudia will be spokesperson for the Liberal Kingdom to the south. The conference will be held in a recently completed skyscraper, Orcus Towers, overtaking the Rampart Building in Roar. As the continent's tallest building, and has 40 floors and over 250 yards in height. Rumor has it you can't even see its top from the ground. It's believed that the building will be unveiled during the trade conference opening ceremony. The conference direction. The heads of the various nations in Western America gathering in one place for the trade conference. What matters will be discussed. A former diplomat offered in his opinion. It is difficult to predict. The president of the Calvary Republic and the head of the Airborne coming together for a discussion like this is unprecedented. No matter what topics of discussion come up, the outcome of this conference is sure to determine the direction of international politics for years to come. Specialists in the fields of policy, international relations, and economy will be watching with bated breath. Economic tax increase in Nortia Province. Nortia Province is set to join the provinces of Lamar and Cruzan in implementing significant tax increases, it appears. An unprecedentedly steep increase has been met with staunch opposition from across the province. Furthermore, Rhineford County, which has its corporate headquarters in Roar, the provincial capital, has issued a statement regarding the tax increases for the first time. The company stated that it believes the increases may potentially slow the growth of the airborne economy and has made its opinions known to Marquise Rogner in writing. Spotlight, Lake Sage Boutique. Starting this fall, the head store of boutique chain La Sage will begin carrying products from the Strega Corporation. If functional yet fashionable sneakers are what you want, come along to La Sage. That'd be nice. I heard about the forge from my father, but seeing it in person really drives home its incredible scale. And your father helps train the Imperial Army in swordsmanship, doesn't he? I can see why he's so busy. He's going around training all the soldiers in places this massive. Indeed, I feel like the reality of that is finally sinking in for me as well. I have no idea how his teachings are actually applied, though. Perhaps we'll have the opportunity to find out during today's military training to exercise. I'm looking forward to it. Soldiers here seem pretty well trained, pretty well equipped too, like you'd expect from the Empire's biggest fortress. You need to put in some serious prep time. You want to topple it. Honestly, I'm not sure that's something you should say within earshot of the soldiers. Old habits die hard. These are my outfit once we English Imperial Army. I expect some of the soldiers in this fortress have been trained by my father. Perhaps today's military exercise will give us a chance to put them in training use. Johnny Cousins. So your students who have come to tour the fortress, yes sir, he's wearing an army uniform on that piece. This is Lieutenant General Walter, commander of Garvelia Fortress. He also serves as a division commander for the 5th Armored Division, which is stationed here. Apologies for not greeting you, sir. Thank you for granting us an opportunity to tour the fortress. It is really an honor, sir. And well, at least you aren't lacking in manners. Hardly built like a soldier, though. I have my doubts that you'd be able to endure the military training regiment with a physique like that. You sure you're training properly, Major? My apologies, sir. Though I hear the Academy has a former soldier as a bracer, they must be really scraping the bottom. Shit. I've heard of Purple Lightning before, of course, but a bracer is still a bracer. Leaving such an important role in the hands of civilians is ridiculous. The famous store isn't what it used to be. With no surprise here, it's like he fills an Ares box on his checklist for stereotypical Imperial soldier. Anyway, as Fortress Commander, let me Gorilla. You mind that we're constantly on alert for potential threats from the east. I have no problem with your class. I get your field study here, but see that you don't get in the way. Yeah, of course, very well. I'll take my leave here. I have business to attend to. Bastard. Whoa, he was really strict. He's responsible for keeping one of the Empire's most violent defense forces running smoothly. Concerning ongoing tensions between Empire and Republic, you should be grateful that he allows you to come at all. I won't forget it. Well, I'm afraid I must excuse myself as well. You're welcome to the rest of the orders, so don't try to enter the command center. Of course, good luck for your instructor. Yeah, I'll see you later. So I looked at missed 4 AP from that side quest. Hope I can still get A0 from that. I don't know. Looks like this is a hangar for tanks and armored cars. It's kind of staggering to see so many of them lined up in one place. I'm not looking forward to this. I've never seen any military exercise before, right? You ever seen military exercise right before Rean? Yeah, this is my first time. I can take it you have been. You have a dad show me one the last time he brought me here. He really does want me to join the military, but I don't think I'll ever be suited for the way he is. I get where you're coming from. The more I hear about his dad, the more curious I get. I'm not entirely sure how I feel about seeing how many actions line up like this. Armored makes these don't think. Unfortunately, so I'm sure they will be using them for military exercise too. As far as I can tell, they'll be pitted against the older automated models. That sounds pretty brutal. No, our tanks won't stand a chance. Well, that's just kind of the point. They want to show off how easily the actions can dominate them. Well, you don't get a chance to eyes on this every day. I'll take the opportunity to see for myself just how competent they are. It sounds just like her. No doubt they'll be using this actions in this exercise. You're going to hell. Wow. Emphasize this place. Oh, given you must be from Thors. Feel free to look around all you want. Try to stay out of our way. We're all in crazy business moment. So if you don't mind, I'd ask you to make your way to the corridor over there instead of hanging around here. Alright, so thank you very much. Might as well head over there. Guys, UK, I'm kind of shocked by how different it is here from General Gate. Well, it is a major military base right on the border of Crossbell. Never imagined it to be quite this big, though. This place is such a part from General Gate that I can hardly believe that this is the same military base. Although perhaps this is a true face of the Imperial Army. It's really I can't accept, but one that I pray no ever have to face. The fortress is a very different oversized and vastly enormous extra display of military power. Imagine that the Prospering is meant to show the crucial and provincial army that they must crush them on the way. I regret this place probably means that you and your family, I suppose. While I don't agree with my father's actions, I can't say I'm comfortable with this presence either. In fact, I find it hard to believe that anyone could sleep peacefully near a fortress like this. I guess you can't see it from here after all. We'd be able to see it from where the railway guns are, but don't get mad if I get too close. Where are you up to now, William? You know that huge Orcus Tower where they're holding the conference? I'm trying to get a good point of view of that. Oh yeah, they mentioned it in the Imperial Chronicle and on the radio. Can you see it from all the way over there? That's incredible. And I wish I could have done grants instead of being stuck on some field say. Why join Class 7? And speaking of which, they're going to be holding a keynote session here tomorrow. And tomorrow, I wonder what they'll be taking out during it. Most people are thinking it's just so they can decide on finance rules and stuff on what's in here. But I think it's really going to end up being about who Crossbow belongs to. Knowing Gramps, he might even try to get Crossbow to become part of Airborne. Actually, the Prince is going to be there too, so he'll probably try to check everything up a bit. Unbelievable. Tony's there too. So here's hoping things go well. I'd like to support the Air Force. And there might come a day when I find myself in a military airship. Crazy, it really is night and day. Yeah, it's hard to imagine two places more diametrically opposed. What's wrong with you? Oh, we're talking about how different this place is to Jirai. Jirai was super lively, but this place, yeah, I think Crow's having draws now that he's somewhere without he's actually, all the time I can imagine. Seems like everyone's talking about Jirai these days, though. Was it really that amazing? It was. I didn't know what to expect with the recent annexation by Airborne, but everything looked fine. As officers, entertainment district, and all the people I saw were thoroughly enjoying themselves. I'd go as far as say that we're happy to be under the Imperial government's control. I don't know if I'd go that far. Although Birdie told me that Jason Osborne was the one behind annexation in the first place, it also told me he uses Supreme Force taxes to get them to agree, and of course, most of their tax money is a brand new detour straight into the Imperial government's pockets. I wouldn't be surprised if he made annexation happen just to fatten his pocketbook. Paying taxes as citizens doing. It's only natural that they do so now that they're under airborne protection, right? Sounds like a pretty complicated issue. Yeah. This bulletin is to inform all Thors militaries that purchases for today's military is complete. You're assembled in a hangar immediately. Your transport station is complete. That search is not hard at the time. Must have passed more quickly than I thought. I suppose I should start making my way toward the hangar. Maybe I'll run into the others on the way. We boarded armored cars and set off toward the proving grounds. Alright, grab toward military proving grounds. It's just main battle tanks. They're plenty of older models out there too. It even looks like they have airships too. Yeah, like the ones we saw in Nord. Welcome. Oh. That's the only dad. I don't see the family resemblance. Looks like the hair made a jump from father to son. A boring Lieutenant General. Very good. Nightheart. And Church of Valentine, I believe, pleased to meet you. It's an honor to make your plans, Lieutenant General, correct? Let me introduce him. He was thanks for agreeing to cooperate with us for the Academy's curriculum today. Enough of many of these fine youngsters may one day hold position in the Imperial Army after all. Tried all lots of General Van Dyke, old General Van Dyke. And these must be my prison exteriors. This is General Craig the Red. Hey, my boy, so good to see you again. Huh? Must be half a year now since I last saw you. How have you been? There's a sharp-looking youth you've got too. I've seen the photos, but it looks even better on you in person. Dad, come on. Hey, you still got a long way to go if you want to put on some real muscle. There's a part of me that hopes you'll stay my little cherub forever. But you're a man of everybody, and the men of Empire must be strong, sound, ready for action. It was for your own good as a man that I held back my tears and enrolled you in the military academy. Yeah, I can't breathe. I'm thinking everything I've been told about him was a lie. There do seem to be some differences from the story. You kidding me? He seems like a cool guy. And what a delightful commanding officer you have, Major. Words fail me. Okay, knock it off. I'll tell Fiona. Yeah, moving right along. I'm Lieutenant General Olaf Craig, commander of the Imperial Army's 4th Armored Division. I've been entrusted with the role of overseeing today's joint military exercise. Please make your acquaintance. Likewise, sir. It's a pleasure, sir. We've got one heck of a dad. Believe me, I feel it in the bones. Now, let me give you a brief rundown of what will be happening. This exercise consists of the simulated battle by 2 of our armored divisions. Armor regiments at the formation center, infantry, armor corps, and airships will work in tandem, using their maneuverability to the fullest to obliterate the targets. As our targets today, we'll be using the previous model tanks and have been decommissioned from service. Our pilot functionality will allow them to evade and return fire, and they've been only armed with paint bullets. However, all other regiments taking part in today's exercise have been equipped with live ammunition, so you intend to actually destroy the other tanks. It would hardly be a live fire exercise if we didn't. The current time is 1,400 hours right on schedule. We'll now begin today's joint military exercise. Armored Division 4 and 5 commence combat Alliance, Golden Empire, and Imperial Army begin. Yes, sir. The Armored Division Regiment will advance first. Armored Car Regiment and Infantry Regiment follow their lead. 4 Armored Division, Armored Regiment, and Infantry advance together. Armored recruitment deployment to the left and right. Wow, it's really potent. This kind of fight probably takes 5 Modern War. Those things are called actions. You know, they're type of main battle tank. The rifle company developed 2 years ago. I've seen their spec sheets. I've seen their power percent tells you what number of points don't. They might be the strongest heavy tanks on the continent. Imperial Armor's got a couple hundred of those wings, right? Oh, that's crazy. You try to find things like these head on, you won't stand a chance. But it's true for our own nation as it is for others. I can't get used to it. It's just the sound of the artillery firing is enough to make me start shaking. I don't think that's something you should get used to. I mean, if the sound of guns and warfare ever stopped bothering you, I'd be worried. Rean. I guess it's a different kind of strength. Military exercise came to an end. The Our army division, led by Lieutenant General Craig, withdrew to an encampment near the fortress. Meanwhile, while we returned to the fortress, where Major Nahar outlined the results of training. After that. Sorry I had to wait for it to finish. Don't worry about it. We're the guests here after all. Thanks for your consideration. At the very least, I'd say dinner is a million times better than lunch. I was hashed beef. That's Imperial armor and dish. And that's the smell making me hungry. Oh yeah, where'd your shelter go? There's a real looker. I was hoping to get a chance to talk to her. She went to the fortress commander with Inspector Nihar. She asked us to eat without her tonight. Oh well then, she's with Major Nihar. It's hard to compete with those guys from 4th Armored Division. It'd be enough if they had Craig or Red, but they've got the Major too, and he's kind of scary. Like a division of muscle, man. Anyway, we shouldn't keep you tied up any longer. Your ass beef is gonna go cold. See you tomorrow, guys. Wow, it's actually delicious. It's like the night and day compared to what we have for lunch. You're telling me, Come on, guys, we'll follow the gloomy faces. You guys think you might have had a bit too rosy of an outlook. What were you expecting to see us out there? I'm sure you can understand at least how we feel. It's like everything we've learned in our time at the military has been nothing. Academics, the arts, individual skill in combat, none of these matter in the slightest in real warfare, do they? It's true. If all you're looking to do is fight a war, you don't need any of those. All you need is plenty of troops at your command and latest weaponry and overwhelming firepower. Assuming you know the tactics to use them well and a strategy that employs them effectively, I suppose. The actions are more powerful than I was expecting them to be, too. I remember my mother boasting about their capabilities when she was trying to sell them to the army 2 years ago, but to be honest, I'm feeling somewhat disheartened as well. I can't see there's been a place for swords on the battlefield with weapons like those on the front line. Well, I don't think that means individual combat skills don't matter at all. Well, I think maybe there's misunderstandings important all the time. What we saw in that military exercise today was power in its pure form. It has no morality of its own. It exists for any result, regardless of the ideas or principles of those who wield it. That's true. In a sense, the same could be said of a gun or a sword, and in the same way, something that seems guerrillas is real with guns too. I think I finally understand why they wanted us to watch that military exercise in the first place. They have taught us in less roundabout fashion. Well, it looks like it looks like it didn't wait for me to start parrying. You know, Sarah, so you spoke with the commander. Sure, I got update info on a trade conference too. As well as the latest on the terrorists. There's new information from the Imperial Liberation Front. Anyway, before I get to doing that, let me explain what you'll be doing tomorrow. In the morning, you're scheduled to participate in the Imperial Army's physical fitness training. And after you'll be attending a special lecture where I'll bring you up to speed on info I just mentioned. After you've been granted special permission to view the railway guns. I see. Looking forward to that. Sounds like we've got a pretty peak schedule. Well, we did bring you all the way out here, so we might as well make most of it. Every nation possesses power in the form of a military, whether that military is large or small. Royal forces have us to have that power in a very striking, easy to understand form. As students of a military academy, you have the obligation to know the full-scale power. The empire everyone wields at present, a power you might one day be in charge for yourselves. Anyway, even a meeting that long couldn't keep me away from trying the famous hash beef rice. I've heard that's the only decent food they've got around here, so I've been looking forward to this shit all day. We should probably finish eating. Yeah, it's gonna be cold now. Maybe I'll go ask for seconds, bitch. Oh yeah, Lucius. If you don't want the rest of yours, like, can I have it? I'd sooner throw it away than give it to you. That should do it. All right, that covers today's quarter. Well, I'm looking forward to a nice long bath. Well, you know, every time there's a military exercise coming up, the workload gets pretty crazy like this. Still, at least managing inventory has gotten a lot easier thanks to the orbital net. They've got everything hooked up on network over and crossbow, right? Which the Empire will get on that a bit more. Think of utility. Well, from the sound of it, you need special equipment to send signals through a wire connection to make use of it. Considering the size of the Empire, it's just going to be quite a while before it's a widespread thing here. Alright, it looks like from its HQ. Oh, you've got to be kidding me. This right here is a problem with the orbital net. There's no such thing as off hours when they can just send you orders around the clock. What's going on? Get this. They're planning on doing some exercise tomorrow. Yeah, that means we've got outfit 20 actions, and we'll see you in spot tomorrow at 20. Seriously? Might as well start another pot of coffee. We're in the all for 9 for 2. Do we even have that many units left? Actually, just another lot came by freight this evening. Exactly 20, if you can believe it. Guess we'll have to get it done. Crap, at least let's take a shower. I'm gonna head down to the mess hall and grab some snacks. You want anything? At last, after what seemed like enough venture to fill a week, we reached the final stage of delivery. Over in Crossbow State, they're preparing for a keynote session at the trade conference. We spent the morning running through the Imperial Army's physical fitness program alongside some of the soldiers, and after completing it, after our exercise lecture, we were representing with a confident report on a terrorist, bitch. The Imperial Liberation Front is in Crossbell. That's right, or at least that's what the intelligence division believes. It looks like a known terrorist organization from Crowd report has turned McCrowd. The situation over there is pretty touch and go right now. I don't know what authorities doing. Everything they can naturally. However, fucking operations are being handled solely by the intelligence division. They refuse to tell the Imperial Army anything that just that they have trusted an ally to take care of things. But who does the intelligence division trust? You've got something about this right, Schwarzer. Well, I do, but I can't really tell you anything. But it's not a bunch of confidentiality to tell you. They're a really strong bunch, though. That's still pretty vague. I've just got a few ideas. Anyway, there's not much point. I was worrying about that right now. The bigger issue is that terrorists of the hour, Imperial Liberation Front, are a bigger crew than we thought. Big enough to be in possession of a state-of-the-art military airship, at least. Seriously? An airship? Can we assume right for its manufacturer, then? Just something that large found its way into the hands of insurgents. It's currently well known. But it seems to have a high-speed model different from the heavily armored types favored by the Imperial Army. I'd bet it's from the RF-26 series. There are a number of different models from that series, though. But if they have an airship, that means they're going to catch a whole lot more to catch, isn't it? What that exactly means it's basically impossible to keep tabs on them as it is. With an airship in their possession, there's no telling when or where they'll pop up next. That's quite worrying, especially since Prince Albert is attending the conference. Thors a crossbow right now too. Yeah. That got me worried. Alright, take it easy. I don't think you have anything to worry about with Gramps Lecter over there. Though that aside, terrorist tensions currently focused on crossbow. Does that mean that the Empire is effectively safe right now? You raise a good point, Laura. They did target Prince Alfred during the summer festival last month. It's impossible to just faint. Maybe they just want us to believe they're targeting its chancellor. The Royal Military Police also too, which is why they've increased the security level here at home. The Empire, for her and everyone else connected to the Imperial family, should be safe. They've also beefed up security anywhere that seems short-handed. Fucking bitch. And well, I'm as prepared as ever, I see. At any rate, you finally covered some information of the terrorist identities, correct? That's right, though once again, we have intelligence division to thank for that. Fuck you, bitch. If you turn your attention to the screen, please. Not exposition, man. Fuck this. I know that face G. That's the man who kidnapped Princess Alphen and Elise and Heimdall. Not to mention, he tried to start a war with Calvert in the North. So who is he? His name is Michael Gideon. He used to be an assistant professor at Imperial Academy in Heimdall. That man, a teacher, so an academic, right? His focus was political philosophy. Years ago, he was this suspicion due to his intense criticism of Chancellor Osborne's hardline policies. Oh, getting laid off set him on the road to terrorism. Well, it sounds like the actual reason he was let go is because he was handing out tracts and flyers in public. You'll find these kinds of idealists at the heart of terrorist groups. And seeding a group with their core and ideology, they twist it to be even more militant and radical. You can't even reason of them either. Yeah, well, they just don't give up. No one to give up. Yeah. So, do you know anything about the others? We crossed paths with what I can only assume were three other, I remember last one, Heimdall, and S, V, and C. Seems like they haven't been able to dig up much on these three yet. Their strongest lead right now is that V may have belonged to the group. Yeah, of course. Interesting, he was towed around this machine gun that looked like it should have been mounted on a vehicle. Did he seem at all familiar to you, V? Not really. They're working on narrowing down the identity of S2, but it's early to make any formal statements. The real unknown is their leader, C. The one in the advisor's helmet. I've heard he was able to go toe-to-toe with Rean, Laura, and Feet simultaneously. I almost find it hard to believe. I don't. I imagine there are plenty of people in the Empire who could do so. Goes without saying that Rean Blade Master could fend three of us off without so much problem. But I bet good more Strucker and Narhart could do it too. Can't say for certain. Look at Mr. Mossy over here. The Major here is widely held to be one of the strongest up-and-coming officers in the entire army. I've heard people mention him right alongside Major Vander. Laying it on a little fixate, aren't we, you little cunt? Going by their family name, it seems safe to assume he's a practitioner of the Vander-style swordsmanship. No doubt a relative of Lieutenant General Vander from Xander Gate. While I would question whether I could say equal footing with him, Major Vander is unquestionably strong. He was my classmate during my military academy years and quite close to Prince Oliver as well. In fact, he is in Crossbow right now serving as a prince's bodyguard. Whoa, fuck you, bitch! Well, that's concerning to know. Get back to more, it's not just C we still know very little about. Their whole group as a whole. Even their source of funding is a mystery, so even if they have no show in Crossbow, I doubt we heard the last of them. They call it coincidence fate, but you put the kibosh in your schemes twice now. It's entirely possible they've come up with a scheme against you, right? We'll be sure to keep that in mind. And had news special lectures, and it was finally a peak. You'll be shown to the area where railroad guns are housed. All what you're about to see is highly classified. I assume you're aware of the protocol surrounding confidential intel. Shucks, I'm getting kind of nervous. Me too. It's just the railway guy. It's just the guys with railway guns. I've seen before. They're nothing to get all excited over. Alright, this part of the field stay isn't mandatory for you. If you like stay here and wait for us, there'll be more, okay? Please, I'm kidding. I don't want to be the only one with me, honestly. Fuck you, bitch. And this is Nightheart speaking. Hello, Commander Walter. Wait, Miller wants to speak to me? Of course, put him through. What could you possibly be calling about at a time like this? What? What's happening? What's he... taking a call from someone outside our fortress. Sure looks that way. Understood. We'll be on alert as well. Right. Take care out there. Is something happening in Crossbow? I'm afraid so. A short while ago, Sky River, where the conference taking place, came under attack by the Imperial Liberation Front. The attack was carried out by the airstrip. Unfortunately, they were able to repel the terrorists, and Prince Oliver and Chancellor Oliver and the others are unharmed. However, it's too early to tell if the danger was truly past them. They really did attack the conference. How foolish. But that's not all, is it? Something strange happened. What was it? Terrorists were somehow able to gain access to the orbital net and manipulate the shutters that partitioned the building. Furthermore, they had them force mechanical monsters. I don't like the sound of that. If you found something like that in Legram, right? You ran into one on the highway there, and it broke into the orbital net. Major how much of Borrelia Fortress is connected to the network. At present, it's only used for inventory equipment and managed by maintenance staff. What was that? A tremor. It came out right from below us, below the hangar. Needed shit about it. They knew he was raping. Your actions, yeah, I'm not coming back over here. Yeah, what happened here? They just have to start moving and no one inside. They just start moving on their own. They want the seed units start. Did the seed units start malfunctioning? No, they couldn't have. What's the seed unit? Automatic control unit we put on the vehicles that are going to start to go to their targets. How did the seed units end up attached to our most advanced tanks? Stupid bitch. This is really bad. I'm gonna ask this situation. No. Yeah. Now I need you to help fight the fire system uninjured maintenance staff. Yes, sir. Please be careful out there. This is crazy. Hold on a minute. Our automatic cross systems really capable of that level of advanced delivery? No, they're definitely not. Our current technology isn't capable of anything nearly this advanced. But if you're able to apply the tech tool using archaism, it suddenly becomes a whole lot more possible. So are you saying that the side might be involved? I'd say it's looking more likely by the minute. Fuck you. Where are they? Isn't the ground we visited yesterday out that fucking way nasty? Right. What are they planning? What AO things going on here? Our unmanned tank rode around blasting hell out of his base on their own. Well, it seems like this last night headquarters sent an order to the unit engineers to fit those tanks with seed units. Proper process. I gave no such order, but never mind that. Right now, we need to focus on sequence of 12 pro. Request for assistance to the 4th Armored Division. Alright, what should we do? I just can't see us being able to catch up on them without a horse at the very least. What's their goal? What are they trying to accomplish here? Whatever it is, they definitely have some kind of plan. Can't just stand aside and do nothing. Leave this to us. Is that Dad? General, HQ briefing situation. Leave these rogue things to us. We can't rule out the possibility that they're a diversion. I just want you all to stay here. Understood, sir. Thank you, General. Take care of Dad. You too, Elliot. 4 Armored Band. Take out these out of control tanks by any means, sir. Our opponents are unmanned. There's no need to hold back. Here's General. No, your guy's really something else. Yeah, I mean, he is pretty cool. Well, it seems we no longer need to worry about those tanks at least. But what are they after? That's the question every hour, isn't it? We can't let regard them. I mean, I guess we fall back. Yep. Approved move after we assess the damage side. Fuck. Hey, aren't foes. Why'd you do it, man? Imperial Liberation Front? Well, there's 2 of them. There's no way we could have known they had another force lying in wait. Fucking bastards. Ah, the hangar. Terrorism. Hey man, I'm fucking kill my family. Yeah, you're stupid for trusting. First of all, you're stupid for fucking trusting them. You killed his wife.
Do they seriously think they could breach an impregnable fortress?
They're just terrorists! Wipe them out! Right back at you! All right, let's get this party started then. We're headed straight for the left railway gun. If anyone gets in our way, fill them full of holes. Yeah!
What's the Imperial Liberation Front doing here?
I thought they were in Crossbell.
Well, that is the main attraction. They sure didn't put up much of a fight, did they? Our mission is to support Comrade G over in Crossbell. Our target is the right railway gun. Let's show him some beautiful fireworks, shall we?
Yes, ma'am!
They're going for both left and right wing shit. It's railway guns they're after. No. They're going to fire them at trade conference where the chancellor is. If a shot from one of the railway guns hits that building, it blows a big smithereens. That's what they're after. The situation has escalated far beyond the scope of our field site. I want you all to stand by there. I can't stand idle while these insurance run amok. If you want to take us with you, then we'll have action itself. Look, Tom's one issue we don't have. I think it's best to have him help us. Let's go, we're going back to the forts. Group A and B, you're with me. Okay, let's do this.
It's no use! You can't even scratch them! What's happening? Who's in control of those things? Get in touch with the 4th Armored Division! We need backup from Lieutenant General Craig!
They found her.
This is awful. What happened here?
How terrible.
I can smell smoke. Are they using gunpowder?
They've completely blindsided us. It appears that everything else they've done today was to serve as a decoy, even making the tanks go haywire.
Right. It looks like their real target was the railway guns all along. Which means they must be serious about targeting that trade conference in Crossbell City.
They wouldn't.
How low can they possibly sink?
So, they're intent on taking the Chancellor's head after all.
Resorting to such wanton violence? This is absolutely outrageous.
Huh, this does look kind of bad.
Understatement of the year.
Please, let us help. We don't know if reinforcements are on the way, and it doesn't look like we have much time left. We have to stop them before they can activate the railway guns.
Rean's right.
I don't know how much we can really do, but considering the alternative, we have to try.
Right. I'm not about to let those terrorists have their way.
Looks like any attempt to convince you otherwise would fall on deaf ears. All right. Rean, you and the rest of Group A are with me. Group B, you'll be under the command of Major Neidhart.
One group will secure the gun in the right wing. The other group will secure the left. This is an actual combat situation, with real lives at stake. I expect the best from each of you.
Yes, sir! All right, Class 7. Our objective is to stop the activation of the railway guns. We've learned a lot at the Academy. It's time to put that knowledge to the test.
Understood!
All right, guys, we're fans for rapid speed, and we'll see you later. Bye bye.